Hey guys, it's Gimtastic Matt, and today on the Witchery mod we are going to be looking at infusions. Infusions, as in you can infuse items, and later on in the video we'll be infusing ourselves. So this is going to be a slightly longer video than usual, guys. I'll just give you a slight warning. But other than that, guys, the general thing is infusions. Welcome back, everybody. Now we are going to do. I've decided we're going to infuse one item, and we're going to do one infusion on the player. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is make flying ointment so that we can make the enchanted broom. So you're going to need the redstone soup you just made, if you still got it, one wool of bat, which you get from killing bats with our feiner, the sword we made a while back, a belladonna flower, a feather, a diamond, and a potion of swiftness which has extended duration, which means you've made the potion of swiftness and then added redstone into the brewing stand to make it last longer. Those are the 6 items that you're going to need. You're also going to need a broom, which we made in the first episode of Circle Magic. Yeah, you're also going to need a bucket of water to put back in the kettle because we've used it. Right guys, just like we made the redstone soup, we're going to press the Q button or whatever button you've assigned for throwing items, and we're going to throw the 6 items into the kettle, one at a time. And then when we place the last one, we should get the green blobs flying everywhere. Oop, and make sure you've got glass bottles, like I don't. And there you go. Now that will give you flying ointment, which on its own does absolutely nothing at all. So the next thing to check, guys, is that your altar has 3000 power. We have 8 and it's slowly building because we just used the kettle, so 8's plenty. So we're going to place down a gold heart glyph in the center, and then around it do a 7x7 small white ritual chalk circle, followed by the 11x11. I think it's 11, was it? Yeah, 11 by 11. Ritual chalk, medium-sized circle. So you have both. You need to have both circles for this one, guys. So now we have our circles and we have our altar power. We need to chuck our. We need to wait until it's night time. Actually, we'll do that now. Oops, throwing stuff around. Let's just make it night. There you go. You have to do this infusion at night. So you place the 2 items in the circle, and then right click on the heart glyph. Your item should be consumed. And now we have the enchanted broom. Let's make it day again so we can see it. Cool guys, so we'll right click in the world just to place our broom. And it's a broom. You can push it around just to do that, and you can also there's decorative materials. So say we wanted, you can take any of the dyes that are available in the game, and you can change the bristles at the back to whatever color you want. Orange, green, blue. We'll go with blue. Right guys, it can be a bit weird when you first get on it, just how it handles, but it soon comes. Whichever way you look, your WASDs controls left, right, up and down. It doesn't go very far, but if you look up and press up, you will rise, and then obviously you can fly around a bit better. It's very hard to control, guys, especially every time you look down, you fly down. So it's very difficult to fly. But deceleration is a big problem. It really takes a long time to come down, to stop. You just sort of fly around a bit. Right, let's press shift, left shift to dismount. Cool guys. And then right click that away. Oh. Come on. Shift. Okay. Cool. Now we've picked it back up again. Right. If you have an owl as a familiar, which is something we'll look at in future episodes, it does help with the handling of the broom. So there you go, guys. That is how you infuse an item. It's generally you have to make it in the kettle, and then you have to do a circle magic. Next, we're going to infuse ourselves with something from the book. I think we're going to go with. I have the book anyway. We're going to go with the Ghost of the Light. We're going to make next, guys. And I'm going to get the ingredients, and I will come back and start again. Now we're going to do the infusing of ourselves in two parts. First we're going to make the ointment, infusion, whatever it's called, stuff. And the stuff in the kettle basically. Yep, we're back up to full power. So to make the Ghost of Light, I believe it was called. Let's have a quick look. Make the Ghost of the Light, we're going to need a torch, 1 redstone soup, 1 fire protection poppet, which we made in the last video, tongue of dog. You need a longer duration potion of invisibility. So again, the duration is increased with redstone after making the potion, and the same thing, longer duration version of a fire resistance potion. Those are your 6 items that you need, guys. Also need a bucket of water, which I keep forgetting. Right. First of all, put the water in your kettle and make sure you've got a glass bottle on you. This time I believe you're going to need 2 bottles because it gives you enough to do it twice. Right guys, so let's start throwing in the items. We'll start with throwing in the torch. It's the same as we've infused everything else. So Q, 1 by 1, all the items. And there you go. Cool. So now you want to pick that up. So now we have the Ghost of the Light infusion. And then once you've done that, guys, it's the same as the last one. You need a gold heart glyph in the center, a small ritual chalk circle, and a medium chalk circle. Now before we go ahead and do the ritual, I'm going to have to go and get some more ingredients, guys, and I'll be right back. So now we have a few small things we need to do before we do the ritual. First thing we need to do is we need to sleep in a bed. Right, now by sleeping in the bed, I have left traces of my beautiful body all over it. So, you're thinking, what the hell, Matt, has that got to do with anything? Well, it's actually quite important, because now we're going to make something called a tag lock kit. And the tag lock kit, guys, is a single glass bottle and a bone needle. And that will give you a tag lock kit. And when you right click on the bed that someone has slept in, yourself or any other player, it will give you a sample of my blood, hair, skin tissue, whatever. Just so that whatever's in this jar now is linked to me. Cool. The other thing you're going to need, guys, is a witch's hand. Now the witch's hand is an item you get from killing witches. Ideally you'd use Arfana, the sword, to give the killing blow, to give you a better chance. So if you go around swamps and find witches or coven witches or whatever witches you can find, killing them, will eventually you'll get a witch's hand. Cool, guys. So now it's time to do. Oh, I nearly forgot. You also need a death protection poppet, guys. This is one of the most important things I nearly forgot. The death protection poppet. Yep, I haven't got the recipe here. You'll have to watch the last video, guys. But yeah, a death protection poppet is essential here because you are going to get killed. Whenever you infuse the player with an infusion, generally the outcome is death, and so you have a death protection poppet to make sure that you don't. Let's make it night again. Cool. So let's go and do the circle magic. Right, guys. Now if I remember rightly, you place the Ghost of the Light and the tag lock kit in the circle, and then you right click. The items will and that, I believe, is all there is to it. Yes, you see at the left hand screen of the side of the screen, guys, we now have a bar, and that bar will indicate how much of the infusion power you have left. So when I've infused myself with I forget what it's called. Jesus. This is turning into one of those videos where I don't remember anything. Too much information, guys. Too much information. Anyway, it's to do with light. It's all to do with different types of light. So if I shift while holding the hand and shift right click, I can make. Oop, never mind. I've now made a looks like nothing, but this is actually a barrier that mobs can't go through. So say if someone's chasing you, you can shift right click and it will produce a barrier. If you click on the edge of something with it and shift right click, it will create a bridge that you can walk across. Yeah, there you go. There's a quick way, guys, of making bridges, and I don't believe mobs can go through it. Oh, it ran out. I believe just by right clicking. Nope. Shift left clicking. I'll have to check, guys. Hang on a second. So when you hold right, if you've got the witch's hand in your hand and hold right, you turn invisible, guys. So the longer you hold it down, you are invisible. If you're wearing any armor, the armor will not be invisible. So it's a good thing to know in case you do. When you let go, you come back. Right, guys. The next two, I'm glad I checked, requires me to have a mob. So let's make it night again to make sure that these guys don't despawn. Cool. Now by shift right clicking on the zombie, it will encase him in an encasement of invisible blocks that you can go through, but they can't, and that'll give you a short amount of time to get away from the mob, and he cannot escape. If you get close enough and left click, he's in a suspended cage. What the difference is and what the use is for them are, the guys, that's down to you. I have no idea. But basically that's what you can do with the infusion of light. So that's it, guys. So that's infusing an item and infusing a player. If you have any questions, or if you're struggling to do any of the infusions, items or players, I will do a video on them. It'll take far too long to do all of them, guys, but that will give you the basics. So all you remember is you're going to make redstone soup as a base first. You'll be making the ointment or the infusion in the kettle, and then you'll be using the circle magic to either infuse an item or yourself. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Oops, wrong button. And again, and again. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next episode. I think we're probably going to do familiars and animal pets. So until then, guys, I'll see you then. Bye.